This time we will call the City of Dickson City Council meeting for Monday, July the 6th, 2026 to order. Secretary would call the roll, please.
Councilman Haynes.
Here.
Councilman Outlaw.
Here.
Councilman Chandler.
Here.
Councilman Sanders.
Here.
Vice Mayor Evans.
Here.
Councilman Riddle.
Here.
Councilwoman Lee. Councilman Perkins.
Here. Before I ask Councilman Reynolds to have the invocation, I do want to ask that you all remember Jason and the Pilkington family, as his mom passed away over the weekend. So, Brad, if you would remember them. And at this time, Councilman Reynolds will have the invocation, please.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we love you. We're so grateful to be in your presence. Lord, be with the Pilkington family as they grieve the loss of their mother. Lord, just guide our decisions and guide our thoughts. Lord, that your will be done, not our own. So we pray. Amen.
Amen. This time I'd ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get started, just to update you a little bit on Jason's mom, she passed away over the weekend. Funeral services, visitation will be 3 to 6 on Friday at Span Funeral Home, with the service at 6 o'clock on Friday. So I thought I'd better do that before I wait and not wait till the end while I had it on my mind. So just so everybody has that information. First item tonight is we do have a beer board tonight. We have a resolution, it's resolution 2026-40. It's a resolution to approve a Class 2 off-premise beer permit for Wawa Midwest LLC doing business as Wawa 7011. The applicant is Miss Carolina Taylor Cruz. It's a new permit. Ms. Cruz, if you would come to the podium for us, please. Are there any questions for Ms. Cruz? Any questions? Okay, y'all be opening when?
We are looking at August 20th. Pending construction and CO, so.
Okay. So I would ask for a motion to approve 2026-40, with that motion to include the bill issued pending the issuance of the certificate of occupancy, which should be issued, I think, on Friday. I think is that correct, Kim?
Yes, sir.
So do I have a motion on 2026-40?
So moved.
Have a motion, Mr. Reynolds. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Epley. Questions? Discussion? Not since you're ready to vote, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And the motion carries 5 to 0 to 1. 6 to 0 to 1, sorry. Ms. Cruz, they'll have everything here for you, I guess on Friday or Monday. Okay,
Perfect. Then I just come here and pick it up.
great. Just, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Cruz.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Do what? They may want to stay for their certificate of compliance. Ms. Cruz. Next on the agenda is we do have one public hearing tonight. This is a public hearing on ordinance number 1584. This is a rezoning request for property located at 106 Tinsco Drive, tax map 111, parcel 7502, from B3 Highway Commercial to M1 Light Industrial. This has been requested by the property owner, Mr. Terry Marlin. Mr. Marlin, just if you would just come to the podium. So you're requesting B3 to M1, correct?
That's correct.
Are there any questions for Mr. Marlin? Okay, thank you, Mr. Morrow. Okay, is there anyone else here to speak on the rezoning? Anyone else here to speak on the rezoning? Anyone to speak against the rezoning? Anyone to speak against the rezoning? We'll let record show there was no one other than Mr. Marlin here to speak for the rezoning and no one to speak against. And that concludes our public hearing. Next item is our minutes to have a motion for approval of the June 1st, 2026 City Council regular session minutes and the June 15th, 2026 City Council special session minutes.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Outlaw. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Perkins. Questions, corrections on the minutes? Any questions or corrections? Okay, hearing none, I sense you're ready to vote. May cast your vote. And review. And motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Public comments? There are no public comments on agenda items tonight, so there being no old business, we'll move right into new business tonight. First item tonight is, I know most of you have seen Representative Littleton here. I tried to surprise Ms. Littleton in March at the chamber breakfast, but she had her legislative duties kind of got in the way of her being there, so she was unable to attend. But you know, it's always been in the best interest of our citizens when all levels of government are able to work together. We've been very fortunate over the years to have state legislators with connections not only to the city of Dickson, and Dickson County, whom we've always been able to call on and know that they will respond. Representative Littleton has chosen to end her public service this year. She is not seeking re-election to the 78th district seat in the Tennessee House of Representatives. Representative Littleton was elected in 2012 and has represented the eastern half of Dickson County and all of Cheatham County for the past 14 years. Mary has been a great friend to the city of Dickson, responding to all our calls and always willing to take on any issue that we brought to her. We will miss her representing us in the General Assembly. And in recognition of her years of service, I'd like to present Representative Mary Littleton with a proclamation tonight, thanking her on behalf of the city, myself, the city council, and the citizens of the city of Dickson. Mary, if you would come forward. The proclamation says, recognizing State Representative Mary Littleton for her service in the General Assembly, whereas Mary Littleton was elected to represent the 78th District in the Tennessee General Assembly on November the 6th, 2012, and began her term of office January the 8th, 2013. And whereas Representative Littleton was reelected in 2014, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24 to serve 7 terms for 14 years. And whereas Representative Littleton has represented the citizens of the city of Dickson with responsibility and integrity over the course of her tenure, and whereas Representative Littleton has chosen not to seek re-election in 2026 and will be ending her tenure at the conclusion of the 114th Tennessee General Assembly session. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the mayor of the city of Dickson, Tennessee, that Representative Mary Littleton is recognized and thanked for her dedication and service during her 14 years in the Tennessee General Assembly.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve the 78th district. I'll miss you guys, but there's a lot of it I'm not going to miss. So, but we did a lot of things together, and I like to say when you go to Nashville, there is no I, it's all a we. So we've all worked together for the benefit of Dickson County and the 78th district. So thank you.
Thank you very Our next item tonight is we have a report from Public Affairs Specialist, Mrs. Janelle Dickson, from the U.S. Small Business Administration. Ms. Dickson.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for having me. It has been my pleasure serving the state of Tennessee for 3 months now. I've been here, so I'm ready to spread my wings and we move into Michigan to about with some declarations out that way. So our declaration number is for disaster 21501, helping out with that winter storm fund that occurred back in January. We are wrapping up. They have helped over 2,000 applicants for our homeowners in the covering counties Benton, Carroll, Chester, Clay Davidson, Dixon, Dyer, Fayette, Hardeman, Hickman, Lewis, Macon, and so many and so forth. So many counties. We covered so many. Then we also had our declaration that was for physical damage. They are still in the 60-day grace period for people that still would like to apply. They have until August the 6th to apply for that physical damage loan. As far as economic injury, we're giving other people more time and allowing more time to assess their financial situation. So some people don't assess their finances to about quarter 3 or 4. That gives them more time to see if they're having any losses, if they have any taxes that may have been owed, and also checking to see like any employees that they have not paid. That gives them time to apply for the economic injury disaster recovery loan. It's going to be January the 11th, 2027 for that deadline. And that gives businesses, nonprofit organizations to apply an ample amount of time to assess those finances, as well as some homeowners or renters. Maybe the landlords had some mishaps with their landlord and a renter. The renters are eligible also to apply for this physical damage and economic injury disaster loan for these covering counties, Dickson being one of them. Thank you so much to Mayor. You've been so great. And Ms. Tammy, everybody's been very kind and helpful without this disaster declaration. The economic injury, we've also talked to the EMA directors here. They've been very helpful. And also the surrounding and contiguous counties, they've been also very helpful. So just want to continue to get the word out during my last day here to let y'all know that we're still here. Chamber of Commerce is here for the community after we are long and gone. We have the Memphis district office and Nashville district office for the SBA located in Tennessee if there's any additional things that is needed after we're gone. So y'all be blessed and thank you for having us.
Thank you, Ms. Dixon.
My pleasure.
All right, our next item, this is first reading of ordinance number 1584. This is a rezoning request for property located at 106 Tinsco Drive, tax map 111, parcel 7502, from B3 Highway Commercial to M1 Light Industrial, which has been requested by Mr. Terry Marlin. Do I have a motion for approval on first reading?
Motion to approve.
Have a motion, Mr. Sanders. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Perkins. Questions, comments? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And the motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Our next item, item 4, this is first reading of ordinance number 1585. This is an ordinance imposing a temporary 6-month moratorium on the acceptance, processing, and approval of applications for permits, zoning amendments, site plans, and development approvals for data centers and cryptocurrency blockchain mining operations in the city of Dickson. Mr. Travis, have you got anything to add?
I think we spoke to you all at our last meeting, told you we'd be bringing this up. We've had some interest maybe in some sites in town. We're not sure what these things bring with them, so we're wanting to impose this moratorium so we can gather information for the next 6 months or so. Might be back to you in December to extend this if we don't have the information we want, but we want to make sure it's something that we want in our community before we just frivolously invite them in. So we'd ask for approval tonight.
Staff met with Mr. Smith and both Mr. Smiths, both Jerry and Ross. We had talked about a year originally, but they felt like it was better to do 6 months And it's in the ordinance that we have the ability to extend that for another period of time if we need to. I think the important thing here is, we're trying to take a very proactive view on these, on the growth of these data centers. And, you know, it's a very fast growing industry. We feel like we need much more information, so we can develop some standards, for these types of developments. So this gives us time to kind of come up and research some best practices, for legal to review things that need to be reviewed there, and for us to be able to develop some recommendations for how we want to regulate these and you know, how these types of development might fit into the city, even, you know, even if they actually do fit into the city. So this just gives us time to do quite a bit of research. You'll notice in the ordinance, it talks about the staff will be doing that research. The planning commission will be involved in that. So this, we feel like we do need to do this, and I know we had said a year, but after talking with Ross and Jerry, we felt like it needed to be 6 months with the ability to extend that time if we need to. So we do recommend passing this on first reading, and then we will have second reading at a special session after the Finance Committee meeting. So I would ask for a motion at this time to approve 1585 on first reading.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Perkins, to have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Epley. Discussion, questions?
Yeah, I do have a question. In section 7, I know you said 6 months, but so it says until the city council adopts regulation governing the location. So it could be, the minimum would be 6 months. Then after that, it's based on the council adopting regulation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Other questions?
Will this be new facilities or existing facilities that back up data? Will they be able to expand, or is this just new stuff?
No, this would involve anything.
Because I know data centers is a broad stroke. Anybody that backs up data.
No, it wouldn't affect anybody that's backing up their data somewhere. This would affect a center wanting to come in here, and it affects crypto mining. It covers a lot of things there. If anything that you're backing up now to one of these centers, it would not affect it.
Correct. Any existing location wouldn't see any change.
This is basically giving us time to research and recommend zoning, potential zoning changes, to see how our electric grid and our water and everything is going to be affected if a data center tried to locate here.
Third party type stuff,
Yes.
not,
Correct. Yeah.
okay.
Other questions? If not, we have a motion and a second. Since you're ready to vote, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And the motion carries. Thank you. Next item is Resolution 2026-36. This is a resolution to establish a program to supplement the property tax relief program of the state of Tennessee. Do I have a motion for approval of 2026-36?
So moved.
I have a motion, Mr. Haynes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Outlaw. Mr. Travis, any comments on that?
No, sir, Mayor, I'll just, it's the same as we do every year, $150, not to exceed the amount of tax due. The income, for it this year changed to $38,470 is the income limit for it this year. So.
Any questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And again, the motion carries 7-0. Thank you. Our next item is Resolution 2026-39. This is a resolution to approve a certificate of compliance for Wawa Midwest LLC doing business as Wawa 7011 for a retail store wine license. We would also ask for the motion to include this being approved pending the issuance of the certificate of occupancy. So do I have a motion for approval of 2026-39?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Outlaw, to have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Chandler. Questions? Hearing none again, I sense you're ready to vote. You may cast your vote. And reveal. And the motion carries 6-0 to 1. Thank you. Next item, number 7. This is Resolution 2026-42. This is a resolution to approve and authorize the mayor to sign a contract for the management of the Community Access Channel for fiscal year 2026-2027. Mr. Travis.
About a month ago, we asked Mr. O'Connell to stay on. We've been very pleased with his service. We actually tasked him with getting us set up for YouTube. Now we're streaming live tonight. So, and in doing that, we also started streaming our planning commission meetings, our BZA meetings, and our finance meetings if we have them. So we added some tasks to him. So we obviously told him that we would expect, an increase. So we negotiated back and forth, and we came up to $1,200 a month. We feel that's fair for the amount of time he puts in for what he does for these, because there's still some editing and other things even after the taping's done. So we ask that you approve that, and we'll continue the contract with Mr. O'Connell.
Okay, do I have a motion for approval of 2026-42 at the recommendation of staff?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Outlaw, do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Epley. Questions?
We don't no longer have cable access, correct?
No, the community access channel is still up in the
Oh,
one
still,
also.
right. Oh.
Yes, we're also still running that. He's still running that and doing the extras.
Oh.
Any other questions? If not, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And motion carries. Thank you. Next item is Resolution 2026-43. This is a resolution to accept bids to provide clothing items and work boots for the Public Works Department for the fiscal year 2026-2027. Mr. Travis.
As standard, every year we send out invitations for bids on our uniforms for our Public Works Department, our boots, those type things. This year we received 2 bids back, one from Fuzzles and one from French's. We recommend using those 2. Fuzzles will handle the clothing, some of the boots, and then French's picks up the boots that Fuzzles didn't supply. So we've had a very good relationship with Fuzzles for quite a few years, and we think we get a pretty good deal from them. So we'd ask to continue that.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation from staff on Resolution 2026-43. Do I have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Chandler, to have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Sanders. Questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And motion carries. Thank you. Next item is Resolution 2026-44. This is a resolution to approve fuel bids for the city vehicles and equipment. Mr. Travis.
We bid these every 3 years. This year we put it out, the same 2 vendors that we've had for the last 12, 15 years, probably ever since I've been handling this, is the only 2 that responded. We'd be using Pacific Pride for our gasoline, our card readers at stations, and then we use Co-op for our bulk tank deliveries for our diesel fuel. So I think Co-op come in at 19 cents above rack, and Pacific Pride's 19.4, I believe, something like that. So we feel they were both pretty competitive. So we'd ask to approve that.
And I think we figured out this morning, it's about a nickel increase over rack from 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
So you've heard the recommendation on 2026-44. Do I have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Outlaw. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Chandler. Questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And the motion carries. Thank you. Next item, item 10, this is Resolution 2026-45. This is a resolution to approve and authorize the mayor to sign hardware maintenance agreements with local government corporation for fiscal year 2026-2027 for various departments of the city of Dickson. Mr. Travis.
This is the software and some hardware we use in our departments to track our expenditures and revenues, different type things, permitting. You'll see the tax collector is at $18,520. The treasurer is $16,053. Court clerk's $8,600. I think that's down a little bit. I think Ms. Warner found some things they were charging her for that we weren't using, so she got those took off the bill. And then you'll see $4,035 for planning and zoning. We've been using local government for quite a while. We're pleased with their service, so we'd ask to extend it and pass this tonight.
Heard the recommendation from staff to have a motion for approval of 2026-45.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Epley, to have a second.
Second.
Second was Mr. Haynes. Questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And motion carries. Thank you. Next item is resolution number 2026-46. This is a resolution to approve and authorize the mayor to sign a memorandum of understanding with the Dickson County School Board to provide school resource officers for the 2026-2027 school year. Mr. Travis.
Same agreement we had with the school board last year, and we'll be supplying 11 SRO officers there, 1 supervisor and 10 officers at no cost to the school board. We do get some reimbursement for about $450,000 from the state, but last year we decided we would carry that burden of cost for all those officers in the city schools. So we'd like to ask you all to keep that relationship going with the school board tonight and pass this.
Okay, again, you've heard the recommendation from staff to have a motion for 2026-46.
So moved.
Have a motion, Mr. Outlaw, to have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Sanders. Questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal.
Thank you.
And motion carries. Thank you. Next item may be the shortest resolution heading I've ever read. It's Resolution 2026-47. This is a resolution to approve the purchase of snow equipment. Mr. Travis.
As we spoke back in January and February, when we had our big storm, some of our equipment is just not made for that type of stuff. So we agreed we would look into getting some equipment that could handle that type of stuff. So Mr. Stock, Mr. Morris looked into it. They come up with this truck. They talked. This is basically what you see TDOT running. It would be multi-use. We would be able to use it year round, not just snow time. In the summer, we can pull some of the apparatus off of it and still use it for a regular dump truck. So you'll see here we are purchasing it. It's 2 different approvals all in one. We're purchasing the truck once, and then it's going to take about a year to equip it. So we didn't want to be out all that money at one time. So you'll see the 103,058 is for the truck, and then the 139,575.94 is for the outfitting of the truck after that. So we're doing that out of state street aid, I believe, and it's come in under budget. So we'd ask to approve tonight. So we
And it was in the new budget.
Correct.
Okay, again, you've heard the recommendation from staff to have a motion for approval of 2026-47.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Reynolds. Have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Perkins. Questions?
Yeah, I do have a question. Can you explain the source well and the, I think on the city legislation 207, purchasing act, how does that, because it says shall be done under that. So how did this relate?
How does Sourcewell relate to our purchasing?
Yeah. For the charge.
Sourcewell is a cooperative that was grouped up amongst a ton of cities. We participate in Sourcewell, we participate in Omni and HGAC, which are all 3 of those type of cooperatives that allow a city to purchase from a specific supplier that is approved by Sourcewell. As basically, it's kind of like a national contract. It's kind of the same deal you see with state contract, but it works nationwide. municipalities go together and they approve this vendor for this item and at a negotiated price.
Other questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal. And motion
Thank you.
carries. Thank you. Next item, item 13, this is a resolution 2026-48. This is a resolution to approve the purchase of 3 new trucks for the city's vehicle fleet. I believe it's Public Works and Planning and Zoning.
Correct. Mr. Stott worked on this year. He reached out to the folks that we've used in the past, and he also reached out to the state contract holder, which is Carl Black Chevrolet now. It moved from Wilson County Chevrolet to Carl Black, which made some impact in the pricing. We assume this year our prices were much better on state contract than they were just bidding them direct like we have been in the past. So Mr. Stott worked these up. There's 3 different vehicles. 2 will be going to the Public Works. 1 goes to the Planning and Zoning. One of them was purchased out of State Street Aid. The other 2 are out of capital, and we're in the budget and we're under budget projections. So we'd ask to approve and get these ordered.
Again, you've heard the recommendation from staff to have a motion for approval of 2026-48.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Perkins, to have a second?
Second.
Second. Mr. Outlaw? Any questions?
So these trucks are replacing trucks?
Yes, sir.
Are they
Yes, sir.
gonna be sold?
We'll take these 3 and actually we're adding 1 to the planning and zoning. They were one short. We've added a part-time codes guy and a new inspector. So we had more employees and vehicles. If we ever needed to do inspection, everybody needed to do an inspection. We didn't have enough for everybody. So it is adding 1 to that fleet, but the 2 Public Works would be replacements. We'll roll off some of the older vehicles. We're still using some mid-90s model trucks in some places. So we'll roll those out and roll these in.
Other questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, item 14. This is resolution number 2026-49. This is a resolution to approve the purchase of 2 police interceptors and an equipment package for 1 interceptor.
Correct. These will be bought under state contract from Two Rivers Ford. As Mayor said, we're the $10,897 is for the equipment on 1. Our PD won a package from On Duty Depot for the other one. So we'll be getting that one outfitted for no cost to the city. So that was a good deal. So we'd like to approve these and go and get these 2 ordered. They were in the budget. They came in under budget. So
Okay, you've heard the recommendation from staff to have a motion for approval of 2026-49.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Chandler, to have a second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Epley. Questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. Mr. Outlaw. There we go. And reveal. And
Thank you.
motion carries. Thank you. Next item is resolution 2026-50. This is a resolution to approve purchase order 112538 payable to First Due Holdings Incorporated to provide the Dickson Fire Department access to scheduling, responder, and inspection software services. Mr. Travis.
same as before. This is the fire department version of what we approved before for the other offices. We've been using this company for a few months now. We just kind of signed up with them, I think, back at the end of the last year. So fire department recommended staying with them. So we asked to approve this so we can move forward with this as budgeted item also.
Okay, again, you've heard the recommendation. Do I have a motion for approval of 2026-50?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Perkins. Do I have a second? Second, Mr. Chandler. Questions? Hearing none, you may cast your vote. And reveal.
Thank you.
And the motion carries. Thank you. Next item, item 16, I have no appointments to make tonight. Item 17, we have a streetlight request from Councilman Outlaw for East Railroad Street near South Hummingbird.
Yes,
Mr.
I
Outlaw.
would like to have a streetlight study to see what we need on that. And that is East Railroad, near South Hummingbird,
Is that the area right behind Carl's? Is that what you're?
right behind
Right
Carl's.
behind the new Carl's?
Right, correct.
Okay, you got that, Mr. Gillespie? Okay, thank you, Councilman. And our next item, Councilman Outlaw, is a children at play sign and installation of flashing light on stop signs.
Yes, I'm asking for some type of, lighting, flashing light if possible, to be installed, at the end of, Blakemore. And, this is just a safety issue, for traffic and child play.
So that's the Blakemore and the road behind the Roxy, right
That's
there, at that,
correct.
where it's kind of,
Yes.
okay, I think we have to do that as a motion.
Yes.
So I have a motion by Mr. Outlaw for children at play sign and installation of flashing lights on the stop sign at Blakemore, behind the Roxy. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Haynes? Questions?
Just to clarify the location, you said road behind the Roxy.
It's Blake, the road that runs beside the Roxy, that
The
goes,
stop sign there?
yes, it goes
Where
into
Oakmont-
Blakemore there.
Oakmont and
So the
Blakemore.
light wouldn't be sitting in front of any residential?
No.
No, it's just, the stop sign.
Yeah, gotcha.
Any other questions? You may cast your vote. And reveal. And motion carries. Thank you. Next item, item 19, we'll schedule a Finance and Management Committee meeting for Monday, July 20th, 2026 at 6 o'clock in the council chambers here at City Hall. The agenda deadline will be July the 15th, 2026. Item 20, we'll schedule a special session of the City Council immediately following the Finance and Management meeting Monday, July the 20th, 2026 in the council chambers here at City Hall. Before the item of second and final reading of ordinance number 1585, an ordinance imposing a temporary 6-month moratorium on the acceptance, processing, and approval of applications for permit zoning amendments, site plans, and development approvals for data centers and cryptocurrency blockchain mining operations in the city of Dickson, Tennessee. Also, Ms. Gibbons, let's add ordinance 1584 to that special session for Mr. Marlin. We will include ordinance 1584, second reading of it, which is the rezoning request for property located at 106 Tensco Drive, tax map 111, parcel 7502, from B3 Highway Commercial to M1 Light Industrial. So we'll add that to that special session also. And I believe that was that was only 2 items that required second readings. So. Item 21, we'll announce the next City Council regular session meeting for Monday, August the 3rd, 2026 at 7 o'clock in the council chambers here at City Hall. The agenda deadline will be noon on July the 29th, 2026. We will schedule a public hearing for Monday, August the 3rd, 2026 at 7 o'clock in the council chambers here at City Hall. This will be a rezoning request for property located at True Form Way and Dragon Drive, map 111, parcels 7701, from B3 Highway Commercial to R2 Medium Density Residential. It's possible 40 new lots for new single-family homes requested. The request has been made by JWS Investments, LLC. Any other business? Any other business? No, I do have a couple items. I want to encourage everyone to attend, do your best to attend the Finance and Management Committee meeting on July the 20th at the Finance and Management Committee meeting before the special session. We will have a full report on the city center to make to you. We will also have everybody that's been involved in that process here for you to speak with, and drawings, and we should have some drawings and everything there. So it's a very important meeting to get updated on the city center at the Finance and Management Committee meeting. The only other thing I had, if you recall, this past, because of the holidays and this past week, and the continued difficulty we have with mailing items to you and hoping you'll get it in a timely fashion. What we would like to start doing is we're gonna continue to email you the agendas. I guess they'll go out on email either late on Wednesday afternoons or early on Thursday mornings after the agenda deadlines, and shortly after 12 o'clock noon. For those of you who want paper agendas, we will put them on the desk here in the council chambers for you to be able to pick up at your convenience. We're just having a lot of trouble with mail and getting it out in a timely fashion. And we can't afford to push our timeline back, because when we do, it really hampers our agendas and people, especially who have rezoning requests and things like that. So starting at the end of July, at those deadlines, the deadline will be a day later on Wednesday, which helps us out a lot. And then we will have anybody who needs a paper agenda, you can pick up here at City Hall, or we will have one here on your desk that you can pick up because you all have access to this chambers anytime after noon on Thursday following the agenda deadline. Were there any public comments for the open period? Okay. There being no further business to come before the council, we will adjourn at this time. Thank you.